Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
I'm Katie.
Congratulations, you are now consciously aware of the amount of saliva in your mouth.
Oh, stop that.
That was impressive.
And I'm Cameron.
Keep going. You're off to a good start.
Welcome to our show. While you're thinking about the bound of spit in your mouth, use the hashtag Geeks Corner to tell us exactly how much you've swallowed now that you're thinking about it.
I do not
Don't tell me
feel
that. Don't tell me
comfortable
that.
with Don't want to know.
Hashtag Geeks Corner. Talk at us.
All right, let's move right along because that was painful. Last Thursday night, the Chalk Walk events for us got started because we're going to start with last Thursday before going to the next Thursday and then going to the following Sunday.
That's a lot of days.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Last Thursday was Taste of Downtown Disney. It's a annual fundraiser that they do, surprisingly enough, in Downtown Disney to raise money.
What?
Yes!
I know, so shocking. Children's Hospital of Orange County, and we went. What did you think of it? You've never been before, so I'll let you start off with how gorged we were with awesome food.
How gorged.
I ate
was
so
so full.
much food. And the thing about me is that I don't eat a whole lot. I always eat, like, very small things. And so they gave me many small things over the course of, like, 3 hours. And I got to a point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm eating way too much food. But it was a lot of fun. A lot of really great people, all coming out for a really great cause. So everybody, we would randomly, like, share tables because there's not a whole lot of space. And everybody would just talk about how excited they are for Chalk Walk, the things that they do to raise money. And it was fun.
What was your favorite place we ate?
Jazz Kitchen, because they gave us mac and cheese.
That is the way to Katie's heart.
And lobster rolls.
But the mac and cheese had
Pork belly.
Pork belly. It was deliciously good, and they had live jazz playing,
was so
which was
fun.
even better.
It was
It
so
was
nice.
ridiculously good, and you should get that mac and cheese if you're ever there.
And the waiter was making sure I was taken care of because I was wearing my Star Wars shirt, and he was like, "Are you have everything? Are you okay? I can't let a Star Wars fan like not be taken care of." And I was
it was pretty awesome.
It was fun.
Yeah. You didn't go, but you saw
I did.
our coverage.
I did go, actually.
I went vicariously.
I was actually walking right behind you the whole night.
5 to 7 feet. You never
guys,
saw me.
Guys, and just nothing.
Like, I was yelling the whole time. No, I did enjoy the coverage. I love seeing the little nibbles. The problem for me, and I'm sure this is for a lot of folks that come to Disney quite often, is that there will be things that you're skipping that you don't even know you're skipping. Because, I mean, you're just getting your by rote set. And there was a lot of times when I was looking at your tasting where I went, I don't even think I've been there.
Yeah.
Like what?
Oh, goodness. You had... It wasn't the mac and cheese. It wasn't something goopy. It was something crunchy.
Was it Naples?
ESPN Zone.
It might have been ESPN Zone. I feel
We
like...
had the sliders at ESPN Zone.
Well,
that
there
wasn't what I was
also-
thinking, but yes.
There was also the thing in the cup. Was it coleslaw or something?
Yeah, I think that might have been
I
it.
had a little bit. You didn't eat anything there.
Point being, I've never been to the ESPN Zone to try food.
I haven't either.
But yes, so now I'm urged to try other things.
I would definitely... I actually really like the buffalo wings at ESPN Zone. You might die, but they're really good.
Yeah, I don't do spicy too well. That might be a video
They
somewhere.
have different levels of spice.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Just don't accidentally do the top level.
Accidentally.
No, I didn't know what I was getting
Intentionally
into,
do
and
the
I almost
top
died. Thank you, Jared, who just had a birthday, I think yesterday. So
Thanks,
happy
Jared.
birthday. You almost killed me several years ago. That was last Thursday. What did you think of the final ceremony thing with Jimmy Mulligan?
That was amazing.
Yeah, we should talk about that.
That was...
Share what he did first.
So, he is an artist, and he painted, and then they were auctioning off the painting, but he did a giant speed painting of Walt Disney in, I think, about 10 minutes. It was the most insane thing to watch, because everybody's trying to piece together what it is, and then once everybody figured out it was Walt Disney, like, I think...
You can hear this collective, oh!
Yeah, and I think he did it over the course of, like, 2 or 3 songs, because they were playing songs in the background, but it was... The man is crazy to watch in action. Like, that was insane. But I think it went for $37.50. Is that what it went out for?
Under $4 grand.
Yeah,
It was
but-
a lot of money.
Wow, shows you how I rate money. I was like, $37.50, pretty good price for a penny.
No. This is a Jimmy Mulligan.
Yeah, so all of that going directly to Chalk. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a fun night. We got to hang out with Steven and Donna, and that was really fun. So shout out to you guys. And I think they're going to be at Rock for Chalk this
I believe
Thursday.
so, that's what they said.
Which just keeps getting better and better by practically the hour, I want to say.
Yeah.
If you've been watching any of our social media channels, you have seen videos of me in various places where Rock for Chalk will be taking place at Shepherd's Grove and Garden Grove. And that's so weird to say.
It is weird to say.
That's a hard thing to say.
It is.
Huh.
But we will be having a concert this Thursday night, August 17th at Shepherd's Grove with Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies, formerly Billy Hill and the Hillbillies. They're absolutely fantastic. We love them. They're just hilarious. It's going to be a blast. We're also going to have a silent auction beforehand where this is the list of stuff that's going to be at the silent auction.
You can't tell, but this list is completely full.
It's an impressive
full.
list.
I'm just going to look at a few of the things on here. We're going to have one of the offerings is 4 Disneyland Park hoppers with Chalk Walk Disney Annual Pass holder satchels. Yeah, they're actually really cool.
He sounded like Yoda.
Do it again. That's great. We've got some gift cards for food places. If you like Polly Pies.
I just love pie.
Pie in general is a good idea.
There's going to be a year's supply of Polly Pie.
It's like what, like one a week or something like that?
I think it's one a month.
Oh, that's cool.
But that's a good balance for your diet, right?
Yes.
There's a Porsche watch that's ridiculously gorgeous.
That's insane.
The time actually goes faster on it.
Gotta go fast.
That sounded like something from Top Gear, or what's the new name? Grand Tour.
There we
Yes.
go.
I could see Jeremy Clarkson or actually Richard Hammond would have said that.
You know, the time actually goes faster on it.
Yeah. There's going to be a little chalk bear like this.
Just like that one.
Wearing there's actually 2 of them, but wearing the Ducks, the hockey team, but wearing a Ducks jersey. And one of them is signed literally by all of last year's team.
Awesome.
Which I think is very cool. We've got Hearst Castle tickets. We've got Winchester Mystery House tickets, photo shoots, night stay at the Ayers Hotel. That's pretty cool.
That's insane.
Starbucks gift basket, stitched art, all sorts of stuff. And it's going to be cool. There's a stained glass window that I don't want to tell you about because I'm going to bid on it. I'm just saying,
There's a couple things that I'm going to throw my limited funds at, too.
There's comic books.
Yeah, it's going to be real
them?
cool. There's a meal with somebody that I know, and I want to bid on it to force them to take me out to a meal.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
It'll be really fun. We're also going to have the Pixar truck, the Pizza Planet truck. Thank you. I had a hard time on that one. Pizza Planet truck. All right, we're back, I believe. Let us know the Twitter thing. Yep, it looks like we are. And that's exciting. We just learned something new about our program, that we can crash and return. That's
We're
exciting.
back from the dead.
So we are back from the dead. It's very exciting.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome.
We're here to haunt you.
Forever.
Yeah, we're actually one of the ghosts that follow you
I was going
home.
to say, which of us are the ghosts?
I'm
the beardy ghost, aren't I? Or
Wait, is that the short
I think
one?
that's the short one, though.
He's the tall, skinny one, and I'm the fat one.
Do we have a name, Tyler? I mean, this seems like 3 things.
Hold, please.
Okay, we're holding.
We're holding.
That's fine. We will hold. But we were talking about Rock for Chalk. We've got a lot of really cool things happening. The most cool thing that we announced in a video today is actually, Cameron, you did the legwork on this. You share what's coming.
A storm. Storm's coming. I don't know why I just got the urge to be the Midwestern tornado
Honey,
watch person.
You've got a
Okay,
big
go
storm
ahead, go ahead.
coming.
We have the Southern California garrison of the 501st Legion is joining us. That is Vader's Fist, the most honorable stormtroopers and members of the Empire. So there will be folks in full Star Wars regalia. It's
Good
going
word.
to be wonderful.
It's the one that was in my head, too.
Regalia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to use a word like regalia.
Regalia.
Yeah, it's going to be epic.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be so good, guys. Guys, it's going to be so... Guys.
I just love the fact that we have bluegrass and stormtroopers.
It goes together like
Blended
peanut butter
together.
and tuna.
Well, they like to.
That makes me
The
uncomfortable.
hillbillies really like to blend things together. Like they like to mix country and rock. So I'm really curious to see how they're gonna mix bluegrass and Star Wars.
So what you're saying is we've basically made the Osmonds. One's a little bit country and the other one's a little bit rock and roll, right?
Let's look at the meme.
Name!
Welcome to Geeks Corner. This is Mr. Daps, the oldest, wisest host. Katie, the youngest, sarcastic host. Finally, Cameron, your jolly host. But don't be fooled. He will tell you why you are wrong.
Good, good.
Very
I like the
accurate.
faces we're making.
I love memes that are true. Right? Yeah,
Wait,
that's a
yeah.
great.
It's heavily influenced by a thing.
By a thing.
Guess
Let's,
the thing. Wait, what's the thing?
did that make anyone else think that we were the ghosts of Christmas things?
The ghost of Christmas thing.
You know.
Past, present, and future?
So I think I'm present. Come in and know me better, man, because I'm the hefty dude eating food with a big beard. Yeah.
Wait,
That's if you do it from Disney. Like, the book might be slightly different.
I don't know anything other than Disney or Muppets. Like,
Have you read the book?
oh yeah, it's weird.
Because I actually think you could pull off Jacob Marley if you're reading the book.
The one with the chains?
Mhm.
Yeah, I could be the one with the chains.
this is like the personality quiz night of Geeks Corner. It was like, which one of us is who?
Let's
Name
pull
things
out
that
a
come in
book.
threes, and we'll decide which one we are. Hashtag Geeks Corner.
That's right. Miss Bailey says, I hope that there will be photos of all these silent auction items because that would be cool. We are hoping to have a blog post up tomorrow that will have a list of all the items and also photos of most of them because some of them they're abstract things that you're purchasing, so it doesn't make sense. So, like, I guess we could have a photo of the Ayers Hotel. That'd be fine.
Ooh,
You're-
a photo
you're-
of a photographer taking photos, because that's one of the
We have
things.
2 photo options
We
for that.
do! That's cool.
That's
We have a
very
family
exciting.
photo option and then also like a
My parents are gonna be thrilled.
yeah, they're awesome. I mean, the trick is which one. Maybe you bid on both. I don't know. It's challenging.
That is challenging. I like it.
So over the weekend, let's move along, huh?
Yes.
DuckTales.
Woo!
Good, everybody's trained.
We're trained.
DuckTales returned to television this last weekend for an entire day. They played the same episode over and over and over, and many people watched every one of those episodes. I'm
That's
convinced.
intense.
There was a lot of stuff happening,
on
okay?
Disney
It's true. You have to
XD.
dissect it.
And there was a lot that came out of this first episode of DuckTales. Have you all watched it?
Yep.
Yes.
Great. First impressions go.
It was so good.
Great.
I want to be Dewey so bad.
Of course you do.
Oh, man. So good.
That's beautiful.
Any other thoughts on?
We said it before, but I'm just so glad that the differentiation they put between the triplets is just so good that they're developing those characters.
Between all the characters.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love the dynamic. I mean, obviously they're delving a bit more into the you could watch. I feel like with any of the other DuckTales, you can watch them in any order and they're all going to make sense because it's always everything's wrapped up at the end of the episode. Obviously, they're setting up for a little bit more of an arc in this. They've got some carry through stuff that goes. So I like that. I like that we're getting deeper into this Duckburg universe.
Mm-hmm.
I love, and I almost cried a couple times, the things they're doing with Donald. Because Donald just wants to provide, man. It's all he wants to do. And, like, every time he would get, like, really emotional, and he would, like, look at pictures, be like, look at my family, look how good they are. I was like, he's so good. Like,
I actually think it's one of the better incarnations of Donald in recent years.
Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
Like it's a very humane whatever, and I really like it.
Well, it humanizes them in the same way that like the some of the like Goof Troop stuff did for Goofy.
Yeah.
Goopy.
So that brings up an interesting thing. Is I noticed there was lots of connections with the Disney Afternoon, and by my take, I for sure saw DuckTales. I for sure heard Tailspin. I mean, I for sure heard Darkwing Duck. I heard Tailspin.
Yes.
And I think I saw a Goof Troop reference also. Did you guys catch all that? Am I wrong?
I didn't
Anybody?
see the Goof Troop one.
I wasn't alive for any
Okay,
of
I'm
those
going to
things.
wait for that. Everybody can tell me why I'm wrong on the internet. And,
Can we talk about my favorite moment from it though?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. It seemed cheesy as they were setting up for it, and as soon as it happened, like, I cried. When he did the dive into the money.
Oh, yeah.
They said it was so good.
And then
Yeah.
the little grin.
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
could have been a stupid moment, and it was so good.
It totally worked.
Oh.
I liked that I watched the entire episode, and I geeked out throughout the episode, as everybody who was there can tell.
Sure.
But afterwards, I was literally so focused on everything that I liked that it took me like a day or two to be like, well, what would I have changed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I love that the show took me directly into that realm as opposed to nitpicking right away, which is generally what we do as we're critiquing these shows and coming up with reviews for them. What are you most excited for as we move forward with DuckTales?
I love Launchpad's one-liners. I can't wait to hear more of that.
I'm a pilot.
I'm a pilot.
I hope that doesn't get old, though.
But no, because I feel like they did the bits just long enough.
Yes.
Every time they did it and they moved on. Like the I'm a pilot thing, I think they followed the rules of 3 and then they just...
it was very good.
Yeah, and so I feel like that's not going to be a problem because he's the perfect one-liner thing.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, it's so good.
I very much agree.
I'm excited for the storylines that they're going to carry out through the series.
Is there any particular storyline you're really looking forward to or you really want to hear? Donald. You want more Donald. Okay.
Yeah, I want to cry. Let me cry. Let me cry.
They've referenced a couple of the original storylines from like the comics already, and I'm hoping they go more into some of those because they got really weird, and I don't think they could have done it with like the DuckTales original cartoon.
Yeah.
But I think they have the freedom to do it with this, and I would love to.
Which one do you want to see?
The one that they based Inception off of. The entire movie, Inception, by the way, is based after a DuckTales comic. The director has admitted that. Like, that's a thing. DuckTales got intricate.
That's a thing.
I want to see that one.
And I do like that they reference the comic. Like, it's very much, it looks and feels like the original comics. It's,
well, that title sequence has, like, them coming out of the comic panels. Mm-hmm. So good.
But yeah, it was very well done. All right, let's move along.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about our friend on Instagram?
I was hoping we were going to talk about this.
I'm going to let you talk about this because it's very cool.
So, funny enough, it was 6 or so months ago. Found someone on Instagram. His Instagram handle is Disney_Canvas. Found out through following him, and he followed me back. He's one of the most positive people you could ever hope to follow. Always has really nice captions. Will comment on your stuff and be like, I hope you're having a great day. Great picture. Very nice. He did an Instagram giveaway that I actually got Tsum Tsums from him a month or 2 ago. And he DM'd me on Instagram last week and said, hey, I was at the Walt Disney Family Museum, and I saw some stuff that made me think of the DAPs crew. Can I have an address to send you guys some stuff? And he sent us...
and he did.
Yeah, he did. He sent it to our P.O. box, which we have a P.O. box.
I think we have pictures of what he sent also.
Yeah.
Which, very cool.
So cool. And as someone who's never been to the Walt Disney Family Museum, it was all stuff that I'm obviously going to treasure, and like I'm not keeping all of it.
Make for a really great episode or something.
DAPs
or segment is Geeks Corner at the Disney Family Museum.
That would be...
It would just be us running around looking. Ooh, ooh!
And then the last room, and it's just like. You have no clue
I don't know
what
what
I'm
that
talking about
means.
yet, but you will.
I know the things.
And I'm accurate, right?
Yep.
I've never been... I cry
Not
about
a chance.
everything, so
exactly.
probably.
So you don't stand a chance. Like you're so far gone. But thank you so much. That was really cool, and that was our first piece of mail that went to our new
P.O. box.
P.O. box. So that was really cool.
So it set a high standard.
So send us things.
Speaking of new things, also there was new You Are Here mugs from Starbucks that came out at Disneyland this last week. It's very cool. In fact, there's a picture of it. And,
those are nice pictures.
What do you think of the new mug?
It's good. I like it a lot.
I don't understand the hype as much, but I understand people like these things. It's weird to be the dissenting opinion on something like this.
I have like 20 of these You Are Here mugs. Like, it's a problem.
But I understand the collector's mentality.
Twitter's about to explode on camera.
I get it.
Miss Bailey's gonna yell at you.
And I like mugs in general. I have many mugs, but
But these are special mugs. They're like postcards of mugs. Like, I went to this place. Mug.
Normally this is what I do when excited about things. Like, it's good.
Yeah, that was great. It's a Fantasyland focused mug, and
which confuses me because what if they do this for like other lands? They shouldn't.
Why not?
Because this one specifically says Disneyland. It does not say Fantasyland. So they shouldn't start releasing mugs for different lands.
What if they all say Disneyland, just have different pictures?
If there's a Tomorrowland one, I will not buy it.
You forgot.
Let's be real.
Someone pointed it out. turn the mug upside down, and it says, "This mug is inspired by Fantasyland and Disneyland," which means
Bam!
More coming.
I don't like that.
I think that's a very
I'm gonna have to buy them all except for Tomorrowland.
I want the Holiday Land mug.
I want the Main Street. They won't have that one. Maybe they would. You could have Main Street Station, the train.
Like a horse.
You could do a lot with that. The horse. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay. Over the weekend, we also say goodbye to the college band for the year. Every year they come for about 11 weeks, and it's always a highlight, and we put tons of videos up every year. But this year was particularly fun because we were shooting the video at 4K for the most part.
4K.
And I did not realize what a difference that makes. Like, it looks awesome. And sounds pretty good, too. Favorite college band song for the summer, Cameron?
I feel like I'm taking Katie's, but the Star Wars medley's good. It's so good.
I probably have a different reason why it's my favorite.
Okay, I'm listening.
I love the Star Wars medley, and Disneyland Band actually does it, so if you love it, you can go see it. But what the college band has that the Disneyland Band does not was they had Ray's theme in in the college band, and the Disneyland Band does not do Ray's theme. And I love Ray's
The
theme.
Disneyland Band has a really cool Pirates of the Caribbean medley.
It's
that
so
they're doing too, which is
good!
really awesome. It's on our YouTube channel as well, so make sure to check it out.
Yeah.
Like, it was really cool. I liked it. Yeah.
What's your favorite?
I don't know. No,
All
Bubbles
right.
was a
was
cheerleader.
I was
It's
hoping
been
you were
my
gonna go with
favorite for
that.
years, and if I said anything different, I don't know what would be wrong with me.
He'd be kicked out of the college band filming.
Yeah.
Actually.
College band
Cadre.
filming.
The filming cadre? I don't know.
The filming. Cadre.
That
The
thing.
filming.
Whatever.
The filming.
Christopher Robin cast also, they announced some more this weekend. Week? I don't remember when they did it, but
Time.
we now know that Jim Cummings will be returning as Winnie the Pooh, which if they didn't do that, I think something would be wrong. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Roger's looking at me, and
Well, it's like casting Tommy, what's his name, for Donald. The guy who voiced...
Tony?
Is it Tony? Tony.
Tony Anselmo.
Yep. It's so iconic, you gotta have it. So
Let's hope he's not too much like his character.
We're gonna explode on
happened to
him?
Cameron?
I don't know, but
and
there's
then they've
feathers.
got Brad Garrett coming in as Eeyore, which is an interesting choice, and then they have Alan Tudyk as Tigger, which is another interesting choice. What do you think of these two casting choices? Either of you.
I think it's funny that Alan Tudyk's gonna do everything.
It really is becoming Alan Tudyk has to be in every Disney movie or it doesn't exist.
It feels like it.
Yep. I'm less worried about Tudyk, though. I think he's got the chops to be able to pull off a really good Tigger. I'm more worried...
Because Tiggers are wonderful things.
Yep. But their Eeyore casting, I get that he kind of sounds mopey already, but like...
It's already just his voice.
Well, I feel like Eeyore's gone through more voices lately than anybody.
Yeah.
I can't remember all the voices that have done it, but I feel like his has been the most inconsistent. They're like, oh, you can do low and slow. You're the new Eeyore.
Congratulations.
I'm still curious how this is all going to fit together story-wise, and I feel like a lot of...
So what we know so far...
Is that it's Hook.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Christopher Robin is old, jaded, and working too much. His wife and kid leave, and the 100-acre wood characters come back to life, and he rediscovers his...
Imagination.
Life. Yeah.
I really hope they do a zoom out at the end that he's in a psych ward. Like... No! All my favorite stuffed animal friends were there! He needs to be sedated.
So you're saying Christopher Robin sounds like Mickey Mouse before Magical Map was made?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Okay. Wow. Okay.
That is a Geeks Corner deep cut.
That was
Wow.
going back to a couple years ago where we had a exclusive
My favorite
look
video ever.
at Magical Map before anybody else in house. Right?
It was amazing.
It was great, wasn't it, Tyler?
Yeah.
You weren't. That's okay.
Running a show, thank you.
You ran that one too.
Into the ground.
They also announced this week that Star Wars Galaxy Edge, part of the model, it sounds like, is going to Disney's Hollywood Studios in a new attraction called Walt Disney Presents, which is formerly called One Man's Dream. Also, Toy Story Land is getting a model putting in there along with a few other things. My big question is, where are they going to put the other part of the model, and where is it going to be at Disneyland?
And can
Launch
we
Bay.
play with dinosaurs over it?
Probably not. But don't you think that's probably a reasonable choice? Is the next announcement is like, oh, we're putting it upstairs in Interventions. I don't know. That actually is not a bad idea.
It's not.
You think they'll keep it?
I don't know. I just noticed in the Parks blog announcement it said, did it say segment or part or
Part of it.
like part of the? And I was like, well, why would they only put part of the model in one, unless they were going to put it in the other half?
I hope.
What do you think? Am I crazy?
No, I think that they might give us the other half and put it in Launch Bay. Because I feel like it's when two kids are fighting and you like break something in half and give it to both of them.
Fine,
so
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that's...
Just use King Solomon logic. We'll cut it in half and give half to each of you.
Cut the baby down the middle.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, I did actually.
They could just cycle pieces in the same location to give you more reason to come back, I guess. But
Oh, so they're just gonna like here's
like segment.
come back next month for the other half.
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
I mean,
They have to put...
But I really want part of it here. I want to take more pictures of it.
I want to see it, first of all, because I didn't get to. But I think it's really funny that they're giving Hollywood Studios two different models. Because they're just like, Hollywood Studios needs something. Like,
it's only a model.
You know how we shut down the entire park and there's nothing going?
But there's really cool fireworks and projection shows.
And they have
Like
Tower
they
of
have
Terror.
some of the best firework and projection shows now.
Because they have to make up for not having a park.
But they have some of the best firework and projection shows, and you can see them from Epcot as you're walking over by France.
So why go?
That's exactly. So why not just see an
Because then
Epcot?
you can't hear them and you can't see the projections. You only see the fireworks. But they're over France, so it looks really cool.
But just stay in Epcot.
Well, that's always a good choice.
And also, Fireworks Over France is a great album title. If you're ever looking to make something cool, just put
Which
it
I
out
am.
there.
So
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go. We have the album cover pictures. Like, we have so many album cover pictures. We
Yeah.
just need to make an album.
For the DAPs Magic LP.
That's exactly
Oh,
right.
that'd be so good.
So would you want to see part of the other half model here?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I
And where
want
would
it.
you want it?
Blue Sky Cellar, maybe? I mean,
Aww.
It's not a bad idea.
I did realize the
That
sign
came out
is
of left field.
the sign is still up for Blue Sky Cellar. Like I realized that the thing hasn't been open in 3 years, but this Blue Sky Cellar sign is still
I
up.
would say it's the wrong park, so they probably won't put it over there, but... I mean, they've done other things for Disneyland over there, so...
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
kind of built for
They
showing
don't
off
even
things.
know what's happening in that park right now. They're confused. Just they'll put some stuff in there.
Pixar? Is it Pixar? Okay.
Is it?
I think it's Pixar. I had this terrible idea that I said in jest, but it
Good
kind
start.
I love
yes. So it seemed to me to make a lot of sense that we have Disneyland on one side, and the way things are going, it's really
no.
Lasseterland on the other side,
Lasseterland.
right?
Yes.
Like, cause they,
Quick, put on your Themed Hawaiian shirt.
That
To
was-
Lasseterland.
That was actually what I said.
Yeah, that was 100% the conversation. We said that Mickey Mouse is going to turn into John Lasseter's face.
And they'll go back and forth.
Like cartooned
small
or
world.
like a legitimate blown
no,
up
cartoon
picture?
stylized.
Okay,
like,
yeah,
fun one.
yeah, okay.
And then like anytime you start talking about ideas for the park, like eyes start moving and things, and it's actually everything's John Lasseter's face.
It'd be really fun.
There are little toys
I don't
everywhere.
think it would ever happen, and it's probably a really bad idea, but it would be really fun.
I think it's a really good idea.
I think it could be funny. Yeah. So much shade for the Hollywood Studios. Well, that's because it's covered in tarps.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Everything's
I'm just
shady if it's
reading,
covered in tarp.
I was gonna
Yeah.
make a joke about not being able to find too much shade on.
Bailey
the
says
main street.
maybe there are two Galaxy's Edge models, but who knows? I'm betting there's one,
Yeah,
There's one.
and that's why they're using half and
because
half.
those things take a lot of work.
Mhm.
So.
You have to get
Jason
tiny
says,
people.
wait,
Paint
who wants to see
everything.
half a model? Pick one at a time. All right.
Is anyone thinking the Monty Python joke? Because that's what I'm thinking. It's only a model. No? All right, cool. Neat. Moving on.
I'm just thinking, what is this? A Galaxy's Edge for ants?
It needs to be at least twice as big.
How can they experience Star Wars if they can't even fit inside the building?
Oh, yes.
That's a movie I've seen.
Yep.
Once or twice?
Hold on.
Katie's seen a movie.
Oh, man.
Are we looking forward to Star Wars The Last Jedi this year? Like, just out of
Oh,
curiosity.
man.
Yes.
Oh, man. I'm not ready.
I'm
I'm
gonna
re-
cry a lot.
Yeah. It's good. Here's the thing. I feel like this is, and we don't mean to get too tangential already, but like I feel like this is going to be the emotional punch out of the three that are coming.
Punch, it's a sucker punch.
Yeah, like I think we're gonna leave hurt, but in the best possible way.
And I feel like I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna be thinking about it, but then I'm gonna start enjoying the movie, and I'm gonna be like, I'm happy, everything's okay. Look at Carrie Fisher, she's doing things. And I'm gonna get to the end, and I'm gonna go, oh, that's right. Oh, that's right.
No, that's not what's gonna happen.
And I'm
You're
gonna
be crying the whole time.
I'm not gonna
Although,
cry the whole time.
I do have more worries than I did a month or so ago.
Why? What are your worries?
The fur penguins. They scare me so much. All right?
That's too bad. I was going to get one and put it where baby
So,
Groot
here's the
is.
thing. It might be good, but I think they're going to to beat that concept into the ground, and that scares me. That really... Their eyes are too big, and that's not...
But they're practical puppets.
Yeah, and that's great. I just really hope they do it with, like, some modesty, because that could be really good.
So is Luke a good or a bad guy? Because there's been lots of speculation from a certain poster that wasn't released that he's a bad guy.
I haven't been paying attention to anything. When I see things that are leaked, I don't look at them. I have self-control sometimes.
I try not to look either, but I still think he's going to land right in the middle. I really do.
True neutral.
Yeah.
I think Luke's going to be Luke.
Yeah.
I think it in a different way than we expected, and I think it's going to go down a much different path than we'd expected, and after the movie we'll be like, well, of course he did that.
Can I rant for a second?
Please do.
Luke has always been an agent of necessity for the Force. He hasn't necessarily been a good guy. He was what the Force needed.
Yep.
And I think the way that Episode 6 ended, the Force might need a little bit not so good to make balance. So it's not that Luke was a good guy that went
Episode
bad.
6 or 7?
At the end of Episode 6,
Okay.
where that ended, because we didn't see.
And you don't think Kylo Ren was that balanced?
No, nope. Because he's not evil.
So
I still think Han pulled the trigger on that lightsaber.
Here's my crazy Khan moment thinking of that is they keep showing the clip of Luke saying it's the end of the Jedi, whatever it is. What if that's in the first 10 minutes of the film?
I hope it is.
It probably
and it's
is.
literally the only reason he says that is because he doesn't want to help Rey, and then she convinces him otherwise.
Yeah.
I kind of think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that would be very smart movie making for
I
trailers.
think it's I just had that thought the other day, and I'm like, he's clearly still on this planet. They haven't gone anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, to me, it looks like it's the beginning of discussion, not the end.
Yeah. And that's true of any trailer you see. You really hope as much of the trailer as possible you see as early as possible in the movie, because it leaves much more to the imagination. I think that's what they did so well with Cars 3, actually, that we got to enjoy. Even the scene that you got to see in California Adventure was in Act 2 of the film, and then once it was done, you had a whole movie left. So hopefully they follow that pattern.
Bailey says, okay, new objective, get fur penguins and cover the Geeks Corner set like the Furby from episodes past.
Hashtag fur penguin, hashtag Geeks Corner.
All right. Well, we are running out of time for tonight.
Please go to thegeekscorner.com to see more of this tomfoolery in other various half-hour forms.
Go to DAPs Magic, check out the articles of things we couldn't cover this week, and find how to get tickets for Rock for Chop.
Yeah!
And make sure that you follow us on social media, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those things, YouTube too, and subscribe to DAPs Magic as well, because then you can get our daily newsletter, which is really fun. And make sure you're at Rock for Chalk and getting pictures with the Pizza Planet truck, with us, with Stormtroopers, with Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies, because it will be a fantastic night for a fantastic cause. That is true. That's all the time we have for you tonight, so we'll see you around the corner.